What's up, dudes? Come on in, boys. Welcome to my pregame. You're listening to just my 2 cents. It is UFC Vegas 95 fight day. Excuse me. I hope you're as excited as I am, as I fucking choked to death almost. What is going on, though, man? I hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday. It is 311, dude. Exactly, dude. 311's a good band. But what's up, man? Welcome to my pregame. I got some bets. I got some plays. I got to put my picks in, man. I don't even think I'll put my picks in on Tapology. I may have on Tapology, but I still need to for the pub contest. But come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Crack open a cold one. Spark up a bowl. I'll pass around the bong. Smoke something, drink something. Gonna try and get hyped for these UFC Vegas 95 fights, aka UFC on ESPN 61, aka UFC Spivak versus Tybura, or should I say Tybura versus Spivak 2. It is probably the shittiest card of the year, but I'm still here for it. So y'all come on up in here and talk to me. What you know, good boys? What is going on, man? Shout out and salute to the New Dome, the greatest group chat in the whole wide fucking world. Shout out to the other group chats I'm in, no offense to them. Shout out to the Hawk Tua. Shout out to the Locker Room Talk podcast group chat. Sorry, I'm a little stoned trying to keep all the names together. Shout out to all the group chats I'm in. I'll be dropping the links here shortly. Have some of the homies come up in here, talk some fights, talk some shit. Call your shot, George Herman Ruth Style. Getting back on track on Tapology, boys. Had a good week of predictions last week. Did pretty well at Abu Dhabi. Really well with my picks. It was a winning night with bets. No matter how much I win, I'm always very grateful to have a winning night. And we're doing well. Just chugging along. Have been up. I don't think I've been down this year, man. I think I've been up the entire year. I think at one point I was like, at like 7.6 units. I think that's the highest I've been, but looking to make it, what, three winning weeks in a row? And if it's a winning week, man, I'll be up more than I have been the entire year. So looking to keep the good times rolling. I do have a greasy little slate lined up. I've made all my bets. I have 4 bets total for this card. 4 bets, a unit and a half, keeping it light. That has been my process this year, and it has kept me above water. Got a nice, tidy little 7 units. I'm very happy about it. What up, boy? What up, boy? What up, Mills? Hey, shout out to you, brother. Great to see y'all in the chat, man. Shout out to all you guys. It's Saturday, boys. It's fight day. Smoke something, drink something, get hype. Gonna drop the links here in a second. I'm gonna drop my bets right now. These are my plays. Gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna do all my plugs and promos and all that shit, and then I will drop the links. Here we go. Here's my slate. First bet I made this fucking bet Monday, I believe. I happen to have the information on my phone, but without looking, I believe I made it on Monday. But I'm curious now. I think it was either Monday or Sunday. I think it was Monday. The line has gone back and forth a little bit, but I got a little CLV on this. It's the only thing that's making me nervous here, but the weigh-ins got me very fucking confident in this one. And I'm not usually someone that like delves too deep into the weigh-ins as far as like, ooh, I think this is what I'm going to use to pick or cap or whatever. But nah, man, this is my big play of the week. This is who I planted my flag on, actually. So shout out to Mills, shout out to everybody else that has been supporting the Locker Room Talk podcast. And of course, shout out to the podcast homies. But yeah, this is my play, man. I hit with Aspinall 2 weeks ago. So this will be my second planted flag fighter in a row. I had a nice little streak going with planted flag fighters early this year. And I need to get back to it. So this is my big play, man. This is my my underdog bet of the week. Pretty much half my slate on Jonathan Denise. I think he's starching Carl Williams. He's a big boy, baby. I think he's going to knock him right the fuck out. So that's my big play. Speaking of the Locker Room Talk podcast, speaking of Mills and Billy and Big Show and Joey, got another one of those this week. The base, and I apologize that I do not have a graphic for this, but I do. It's my fault because that graphic was made and I just didn't do anything with it. So that's my B. But make sure y'all check that out on Twitter. It is up. I think it was put up today on the timeline. So shout out to Big Show and Mills and all the work they do behind the scenes. So this is the podcast parlay this week. I can do this though. Tune to the Locker Room Talk podcast. This is this week though. The base is Zalal and Barlow. All right. And that's, I think it was like 167 without looking at it, something like that. But then I added Spivak, makes it plus 158. So that's my parlay this week. So every one of these bets, if they hit, if any of these bets that I made hit, I'm good. That's like a winning night for me. So I don't need like two of them to hit. I just need any one of these and I'm good. Two of them hit, Gucci. But this is my podcast parlay this week. Dude, we fucking swept it last week. So looking to keep the winning streak going. But yeah, clean sweep last week. Dude, if we can sweep it again this week, that'd be so fucking sick. But yeah, that was my second bet. I made that Tuesday. So yeah, that was Tuesday afternoon. And like I said, man, tune to the podcast every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to the whole fucking pub. Shout out to the homies. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday night, as I've been doing for well over a year now, I appeared on one Aaron the Dog MMA. Make sure y'all check out his UFC breakdown show every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. And I say that to say this. It was a great episode, and there's another John Lee that I'm tailing faithfully as I have all fucking year. So shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Lucky and Lewis and everyone that was there Wednesday. Y'all already know, but for anyone that wasn't, feast your eyes on this sweet little beauty. This is the John Lee this week. I'm tailing it as I'm one to do. So if the John Lee hits, I'm good. So that was Wednesday night. Now, I either made this bet Wednesday night or Thursday, but this is the last bet I made. This is my Hail Mary. If everything else fails, pull the fucking ripcord and hope to God this fucking shoot opens. It's really fucking greasy. It's 8 legs. So this was made, you know, in the mindset of a man that's like think pure desperation. So yeah, this thing is ridiculous, but I'm very happy to unveil it here. This is my Hail Mary parlay for the week, boys. Shout out to the 5 people in the building. Here we go. So I'm hedging out with Williams, KO or decision. He'll probably sub him. But Carol Hosa, Chandler, definitely little buyer's remorse there. God, is that fight still going on? I don't know. I'm just going to pretend that it is. I think Chris Gutierrez mops the floor with Quang Lee. I think Barlow is getting that KO. Like I said, the buyer's remorse with Chandler, it's probably worse with Chepe. God damn, did he look terrible. That's one I'm actually more worried about. Like, Chandler looked bad, but Chepe looked like he told the dude he was going to need it before he even got up there. Like, I don't know how that fight's still going on, but here we go. So that's that. And then Tybura hedging out a little bit with Spivak. But yeah, like I said, that's a Hail Mary. That's literally fucking threw $1 on that. But anyways, man, that's my slate. Denise, Locker Room Talk, Podcast Parlay, Aaron the Dog's John Lee Parlay, and the Hail Mary. Unit and a half, nothing crazy. But there we go. Let's see what we fucking got in the chat. Greetings, Zachary. How are you? Shute Zake. No, that's your joke, man. I'm not gonna jock your shit. I'll let you tell him. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure, man. Jong Lee, that is Jong Lee is a subscriber and a supporter of Aaron's, and he's been in the chat like forever. And Aaron makes a parlay every week, and he named it in honor of Jong Lee. So he's been calling it the Jong Lee parlay as long as I can remember. Like I said, I've been co-hosting with Aaron like well over a year now on his show. And for pretty much as long as I can remember, there's been a Jong Lee parlay. So yeah, dude, it's hit like 6 or 7 times this year. It's such a low risk, high reward play. I just don't even think about it. It's just, what do you say, Mills? Like, bet it, don't regret it. It's just easy. Just whatever. If it doesn't hit, it's like nothing. You don't even feel it. It's like a drop of fucking salt in a lake or something. It's like, there's nothing. But yeah, if it hits, dude, it's fucking, yeah, it's made my whole night a couple times. So tailed that, and then I made some fucking retarded 8-leg Hail Mary that's not going to hit. But yeah, man, it's pretty much Denise or bust for me. And then, well, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. So it's, I mean, but yeah, I risked half my slate on Denise, so it's pretty much Denise or bust. But if my parlay hits, I'm good. Zalal, Barlow, Sergey, I'm good. So yeah. Nick Alexander. I know, man. Long time no see. It is good to see you, though. Appreciate it. Yes, please smash the like button. It goes such a long way with a little itty bitty channel like mine. The Zhongli. Yeah, the Zhongli is like it has been such a fucking godsend for me this year. But shout out to you guys, man. We're gonna get this thing started properly. I'm just getting warmed up here, getting my life together. I did watch the weigh-ins. I mean, that's the dude's name. He actually he followed me on Twitter, dude. We're mutuals now, so yeah, no big deal. So shout out to Zhong Li. The catchiest name ever has a special ring to it. It does indeed. Magic by name and magic by nature. That's why it magically hits so often. I like it. Shout out to the 6 people in the building. Got a small gathering now, boys. Welcome. Smash the like button if you would, please. Scooch over. Let everyone that just came into the building give them a spot to sit down on the couch, man. Passing the bong around. So yeah. What am I doing? Weigh-ins. Yep. I did watch the weigh-ins. For a shitty card, the weigh-ins couldn't have gone any worse. For like a card that's not good on paper and quality, not a lot of fights on it to fucking begin with, all these canceled fights, and then the few fights that are scheduled, 3 fighters fucking miss weight. Just a nightmare. Here are your official UFC 95 weigh-in results as they transpired. This is the order that the fighters weighed in at. Roughest looking was really easy. It was Chepe for sure. He looked god fucking awful. Looked like he's about to fall out. Like he's about to just collapse. Chelsea Chandler looked horrific, as you might imagine. I don't know why she ended up there. Hold up. She looked pretty fucking rough too. But yeah. No way. I don't know why. Ted Theodore Logan is up there. Definitely need Jerome up there instead. Yeah. Just horrific. Toshiomi looked pretty rough too, man. He looked like one of his eyes was like, he like had a lazy eye. It was like going the other direction. It was like lazy and cockeyed at the same time. It's kind of crazy looking. Yana Santos, I didn't think she looked very good, but you know, she did make the weight. Chelsea Chandler sure as fuck didn't. I mean, dude, Damon Jackson always looks insane. And the hair plugs. The fucking hair plugs don't help, but like he looks bug-eyed, like he looks like a serial murderer. But no, seriously, he looked bad. But he always does. It's a rough cut for him. He's a pretty big fucking featherweight. Danny Barlow missed weight and looked a little rough. Not as bad as Chepe and Chelsea, but he still didn't look super great. Quang Lee made the weight but looked rough. Gutierrez always looks bad. He's a fucking huge bantamweight. Tybura, I thought kind of looked like a tub a little bit. Kind of looked a little crazy. Like, I was surprised to see Spivak way less than him, but he also looked better on the scales. Like, Tybura kind of looked a little, I don't know, a little nuts. But Chara Lampos, whatever, the Greek fighter, he looked a little sucked out. His cheekbones were a little gaunt and angular. And then, of course, Chandler looked like shit. These fighters look pretty good, in my opinion. I would say. Here we go. Let me edit this. I think Yusuf Zalal looked the healthiest, honestly. He looked the healthiest. He looked the happiest. He had good energy. Did not look sucked out. You know, big old smile. He looked ready. Looked shredded. So, yeah, I'll say Yusuf Zalal looked the best. And I don't know why. I don't know why I don't have that up there. Because I thought my dude Denise and Carl Williams. Oh no, I do have it up there. My bad. I do. Golly, I'm fucking losing it, boys. Yeah, I thought Williams and Denise looked good. Jarno looked pretty good for being a fucking huge dude himself. Nikolai looked good for short notice. Penny and Carol both looked good for their bout. And yeah, Toledo Alencar did as well. Why don't I have fucking... Oh yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie looked pretty damn good herself. So yeah, probably Stephanie, Yusuf, probably the best. But that's my 2 cents on the weigh-ins. Now, see what we got. Chat is blowing up. What up, Noah? Oh yeah, I got you. So this is the Jong Lee this week. I got you, Nick Al. There you go. Stephanie, Jonathan, Carol. And I say Carol. Danny Barlow and Marcine. See, I got a couple bucks on it. Shout out to the 9 people in the building. Close to double digits, boys. Maybe when I bring the superstars up in here, we can get double. We can get 10. Be fucking sick. All right. Enough of me. I'll give y'all what y'all really came here to see. Dude, that fucking grind. I'm a good rapper, dude. Sorry, but I'm about to bring a pretty good rapper in here. Hopefully. All right. Enough of that. All right. Here we go. UFC Vegas 95, the best fucking card in the whole wide world, right, boys? Nothing better on paper. Here we go. Let's see, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Good reminder for myself. Sign up for the contest, man. I'm doing that right now. Sign up for the Pub Sports Radio weekly UFC Pick'em contest. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter for putting that on every week. Dude's just giving money away. It's a free roll. Doesn't cost you anything. You just sign up at Pub Sports Radio. It's so fucking easy. You literally just put in an email and a password. That's it. Make your picks. Doing it right now. But yep. Sign up for the contest. I will be trying to win that fucking thing again, man. I won it 3 times. The 4th one has been eluding me, but my 3rd victory was like early this year. It was in January. It was like one of the first cards of the year. So it's been a minute, man, but I'm going to win the motherfucker again. Promise you that. All right, here we go. Weekly UFC. And I'm making my picks right now. there's what, like 9 fights on this card. Denise KO for sure. Hosa, yeah, I think she gets it done. And there's a couple of these. Fuck. Yeah. I'm not gonna change these picks. There's a couple of picks that I really want to fucking switch to, but I do not do well when I switch picks. Like I have a horrific fucking track record when I switch a pick. Oh my god, it does not go well. So I'm very hesitant to do that. But man, there's a couple that I really fucking want to. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm almost done with this, and then can get to getting. All right, here we go, boys. All right, picks are made, locked in. I need to make my Tapology picks too. I'll do that while the show is going on. All right. Sign up for the contest. Tune in every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pub Sports Radio. You can find your boy. The man was in the chat himself earlier. Mills, MMA Locker Room, Big Show Picks, Billy Briz, Joey T, the newest member, you might say. Shout out to the boys. Looking to have another good week, man. We swept the fucking board with the parlays last week. Fucking 5 for 5, I think, including the fucking base. So yeah, let's make it another good week. Now, I'm gonna drop the links. I will give Moiz first dibs per usual. What am I looking for here? Where is the goddamn intermission banner? It really fucking irritates me when I can't find it. There we go. There we are. Okay. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. We had 9, boys. We were this fucking close to double digits. Let's see. Yeah, a little elevator music. All right, here go to links. Okay. Well, you waited long enough. The place is here and the time is now. Let me bring him on stream. You know who he is. You know the accent. You know the voice. You know the takes. You know his status when it comes to draws. He is the fucking king. And I really just want to say to him, hello, cutie pie. One of us
is in deep trouble.
Oh my god, baby.
Welcome back to another UFC Fight Night prediction video or something. Stream.
Welcome. It's a
Well,
party now, boys. We
yeah,
got
well,
Moiz up in this thing.
our record in predicting is minus 200% return of investment. So be careful.
Buyer beware.
Yeah. Buyer beware. Yeah, Stubborn Mink wants the link.
He is getting it right now. I'm trying to keep things orderly today. Trying to go one at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. I'm a horrible multitasker. So yeah, I'm trying to proceed in an orderly fashion today. But yes, Mick has the link now. And yeah. So I'm gonna continue to drop links, but for the time being, I'm gonna give him a second to take the pirate signal there. But Moise, how are you feeling about this car, man? How are you feeling on this Saturday in general? It's definitely good to have you back as usual.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck about this car. I mean, but if you're gonna parlay all the 10 fights, you might actually hit it.
Yeah, dude, just get crazy, get stupid with it. Yeah, what do you want?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
No, nothing. I'm just tuning in.
Nice, dude. Well,
And,
I'm glad.
and how is my audio nowadays? Is it better or what?
Oh, it's crystal clear, Bobo.
Oh, good. New headset, new microphone. Let's go.
Nice, dude. Nice. Well, you got a little return on your investment. It sounds great. What's up, Meg? How are you, Bubba?
Pretty good, man. Considering, not the greatest slate, but it's all good. We get something.
We're here. I'm gonna just get higher than a goddamn kite on weed and just have a good time, man. I got a few bets, and yeah, it's like I've gotten invested in this card, so it's like there's no turning back now.
I hear you, man. Like if you can survive this, week, you can survive the prelims next week. You have a really good main card next week, and the prelims aren't that great next week, but the main card is really good to watch, so it should be good.
You know what, Mick? I love that. I am going to take a positive, glasses half full. It can't get any worse than this. Please, for the love of God, don't get worse than this.
Right.
On paper. So, yeah, man. All right. Well, shit, boys. Let's no, actually, before, let me just slow down. I've been jumping the gun a little bit on the last few, and that's my fault. I've been starting the streams late and just not really giving us enough time to get into them, although this is a really fucking shitty card. But we kind of talked about this a little bit behind the scenes. We're going to get back to the album anniversary this week. We're just going to do, before we get into the card, we got a little time. There's like an hour and 15 minutes before the fight start. I'm going to go until about 15 till, so like 4:45 or whatever. But yeah, we talked a little bit about this, and we're do a little pause for the cause, a little music moment. Album anniversary. Now we the three of us had talked about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and unveil this for the people. Now this is Moiz. I got to give Moiz credit for this because he brought this to my attention in the chat, and Mick knows about it as well. And I mean, some people might know about it, but if people don't know, anybody that does happen to be new, we've been doing this since this show started, really. Moiz is a music professional. Stubborn Mick is a music professional. I am not. I'm a fucking amateur, fucking shitty drummer, but I do love music, and we got a great album for you. So we've been doing this kind of music appreciation thing where we It's really just, like it says, album anniversary. So the anniversary release date of these like classic albums or whatever. And this week is no exception. This is a great album anniversary. Moiz, thank you again. So anybody watching, shout out to the 6 people in the building. This week's album anniversary is none other. I mean, everyone has fucking heard of this album, but it is truly a classic. I love listening to it, but here it is. Without further ado, this week, this album turned 36 on Thursday. NWA's Straight Outta Compton.
Woohoo!
Talk to me, boys. What are you thinking?
It's changed the game, definitely. I think I was 12 years old, and a kid who lived, my neighbor. He one day I met him outside where we live. It's like, you gotta hear this. This is the most craziest stuff I heard in my life. This is, people are going crazy, and you gotta hear this stuff. And so yeah, sure. I borrowed his record, and the first track was "Fuck the Police." I'm like, holy shit! I'd never heard anything like it. All the sexual stuff, and
it's a raunchy album, dude. It is.
Yeah, because
it's a crazy fucking album, dude. How do you have the "Fuck the Police" and you have that like paralleled with "Express Yourself," which is like a conscious song if you really listen to it.
Right.
It's so funny the way they did it. But yeah.
No, because before that it was only New York, black consciousness, 5%er, Fruit of Islam, Nation of Islam type of rap, more consciousness, more positive.
Fucking X-Clan
and then here you have MC Ren. He's mad as fuck. You have Ice Cube screaming. And he's mad as fuck. And like, holy shit, this is
one of the first records where they're talking about like killing people and like getting into it with cops, shooting cops, and like just is gnarly. Considering like 88, dude, that's pretty fucking wild.
It's really gnarly that fucking Eazy-E wasn't even supposed to be a rapper. He wasn't even gonna rap on that album. They fucking had to push him to do that.
Yeah, he allegedly sold a lot of drugs and used that money to create a record company, Ruthless Records. Then recruited Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, who were friends, and Arabian Prince and Yella.
Prince, I forgot about him. Jesus.
So that's how it started.
You had DJ Yella and fucking dude. They got which ones? I know Dre was in the world class wrecking crew. Who else was? Is it just him?
And Yella, I think.
And Yella, yeah, that's right. That's right. Crazy coming from Jerry curls and like dance music that's more like Africa Bambaataa to that. That's crazy.
Dude, what's crazy is I had never, I think when I was younger and like partying and shit, like at parties, people would put this on, but I would only like really pay attention to the songs that were popular that I just kind of knew I could sing along to or whatever. But like, this was the first time that I like listened to every single fucking song. Like, yeah, I was stoned, but like, I actually listened to the whole fucking thing, and I really enjoyed it, man. Like the first, like the opening track is so fucking catchy and like is still one of my favorites. Like I know I'm a basic bitch with that, but like Straight Outta Compton, the title track is fucking awesome to me. But I Gangsta Gangsta and If It Ain't Rough, those were two of like the standout tracks to me on this fucking listen. And I thought they were really fucking sick.
Dude. First time I heard Ice Cube say Straight Outta Compton, a crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube, I was like, yes, that was the shit, dude. That was like, oh my god, it's in your face, it's unapologetic. This is the hip hop that we need.
Hell yeah! Now, Mick, I know you were like more in the Midwest scene, but have you ever like had any like interactions or met any of the NWA dudes or had to, chance to do any shows with them or anything?
No, I never did. I mean, no. I'm not that old, man. The only person that I ever came across was, oh my God, what's his fucking name? Oh, Idi Amin, whatever that kid guy is, the one that used to be with Pac.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one I brushed shoulders with at a show and met him. Like, so he did basically he's like more of a birth child from that scene. But no, none of those guys. Those guys are fucking OGs, man.
Right.
That shit is like I was 4 years old when that album came out. But always going back into the annals of hip hop, being the hip hop head that I am, and then growing up, I was more into Cool G rap. The first hip hop record I ever bought, though, as a child, that was a CD and not a tape, was Doggy Style. And obviously, Doggy Style was the first, I wouldn't say the biggest album. I mean, obviously, Dre's album was, but it was like, I feel like that's the one in my area, at least. Doggy Style is the one that everybody gravitated towards. With Dre's production, that dirty sound, with those funk samples. And so from there, you naturally look back and see other Dr. Dre stuff and other, where it all came from. And obviously, Snoop came from that same scene. So, yeah, I have a lot of appreciation for this album. It's a really good album.
Yeah.
What up, Aaron?
At least 6 of the songs are very strong. Very great production. Songs like Straight Outta Compton and Fuck the Police have 20 plus samples. So much respect to Dr. Dre. From my knowledge, he must have spent days and nights putting these samples together. So
Yeah, it's not like it is today at all.
Yeah, now
It's
you can
analog and all that shit. Jesus Christ!
I can do that in 1 hour. So,
Yeah.
now basically you have to track one sample and
You got to get records. You got to dig in the crates. You got to fucking analog all that stuff. It takes forever.
Yeah, you have to cut the tape and so.
And they're doing this shit. They're doing this shit in not the greatest places either. Some of these places they're recording.
Yeah, so it took them.
Dude, I'm sure there's some grimy ass recording studios back
then. Dude, they recorded Doggy Style in like a fucking project building.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what they did back then. They had Jerry Heller behind this, so maybe their later albums, I'm sure, were more in a professional setting. But I don't know. I know that some of the stuff they did on this was very raw.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean like back in the heyday. I just meant like if you'd had any like Ice Cube or anything. But no.
Oh yeah. No, I've never met Ice. Dude, I've been to an Ice Cube show, but I've never met him, man. Ice Cube still got it though.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's still crazy. Like I don't know. When I say I just saw maybe 10 years ago, I saw him at doing some but he was still like hyped. I don't know about today. But even when he was, into his 40s, he was still rocking it.
Hell yeah.
Fucking crazy.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's an interesting little fun fact there, Shute Zake. I like that. Could be, man. I don't know. Does it mean something? Is it an omen? But yeah, man. I like this album a lot, man. It was a way longer album than I thought it would be too. Like there's there's some like hip hop albums that are known for having a ton of tracks on them, but like a lot of the albums back then, I feel like were not like this long. Like a lot of these songs are like 4 or 5 minutes. So it's like a lot of good music, and it's not just like I actually kind of like that it wasn't just some like 40-minute like I mean I like short albums like that, but this was a fucking nice long listen, and I enjoyed it.
Creativity was Fuck the Police is basically a court trial, and a legendary ending. So I was in middle school, and I brought this record along and played it for my classmates, and all the white classmates they got shook, and
they weren't ready for Moiz.
They wasn't ready.
It's like the Back to the Future thing, man. Like, you guys aren't ready for this, but your kids are gonna love it.
No, I know it wasn't me. It was my last year in the elementary school. It was, yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like Mick was saying, I mean, I was in Arkansas in elementary school, but I remember like Snoop Dogg was more popular back when the gangster rap stuff started to come out. Like everybody loved Snoop Dogg, and Yeah, for sure. So this is the like I said, this is the first time I listened to the whole fucking thing cover to cover, and it was fucking sick.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Another thing I want to point out, like, it's really important about this album, and I forgot all about this. This is where you first heard, and a lot of you guys won't know who this is because he got in a bad car accident and fucked his throat up. But the DOC, one of the greatest ghostwriters of all time, would have been an ultra star. Wrote a lot of that album for Eazy. Wrote a lot of raps for Dre and Eazy on that album, and you could definitely tell when you listen to other albums. And he wrote some of DOC's wrote for Dre forever. But yeah, you could definitely tell there's a ghostwriter behind a lot of that if you listen to some other stuff by those two.
Yeah, that's funny.
I would say if you read the lyrics for "I Ain't the One," it must be the first anti-simp song, right?
Yeah,
I Ain't the One, right?
Maybe
it is.
I have to listen. What is it? I Ain't the One. What is it?
I Ain't the One with Ice Cube.
Oh yeah.
He's only interested in having sex with it. He doesn't want to buy them nail polish and treat them.
Right,
so.
Anti-simp song, yeah.
Well, that's definitely Ice Cube. Ice Cube's always been an Ice Cube. Like he's as far as lyricism and rapping, he was by far and away the best of that group.
Yeah, I like the how much in common the local dope man is portrayed. I think it's all same all over the world. The local dope man is your most likely your nearest celebrity because he has the money, he has the clothes, he has the cars, he has the women. So dope man and gangster was something I can relate to what I observed in my life.
The neighborhood heroes for sure, man, in the hood.
I don't know, Zach. You're saying you weren't allowed to wear merchandise at school?
The hell, fucking dude. I mean, I went to a magnet school in elementary school, so like we had a uniform. So like for most of it, so like we like I think the first couple years we didn't, but like once it was in fourth grade, they switched over and there was like uniforms from then on. So I
didn't see a lot of NWA swag when I was in school. It was a little past that. Saw a lot of Snoop Dogg swag, and people definitely got in trouble for that because you can't have a shirt that says doggy style on it.
Right.
Yeah, blatantly fucking like sexually explicit.
Especially if you see the album cover, yeah, it doesn't work.
And dude, the whole fucking NWA, it's awesome. They're talking about just like girls with cute faces and fat asses the whole time. It's great.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of the shit today even without the NWA. The crew, there's still like everything they crew up and everything out there. It's just everything they do is.
Yeah, their knowledge is limited to only the streets, so it's not like the New York rap,
No, there's not a history like the same history, right? I mean, everything they derived from New York or from their own life out there. Like they didn't have the Jamaican dance halls and all that. It's not how they rolled. So
it's very authentic. It's very authentic in that way, and like it's in a lot of ways. This album is like super ahead of its time.
If you don't get the Game, you don't get the Kendrick Lamars, you don't get the Schoolboy Q's, you don't get any of that shit without these NWA. You just don't. That whole vibe out there. So.
Well, that was a good one, boys.
Great album.
Shit. I mean, we got we're about to hit 4:00, and I think it's time.
We can talk about this album for another hour. Fuck this card. It's an awful card. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean it's not very good. But yeah, we'll run through it just to let everybody get it on wax or whatever.
But Invicta yesterday was very good. Actually, think about it.
Yeah, I got a nice play. Like I think Moiz only missed one on the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So I got a nice little dog play out of that, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, easy to pick when it's low level, and you don't have to overthink it. That's what I'm telling my man Liam. Don't overthink it. If you overthink it, then you're gonna lose a lot of money on playing on dogs and all that stuff. So
very true.
That's kind of been my strategy with my underdog. Well, I mean, just in general, but definitely with my underdog bets this year is like I don't think too much about it. It's like if I feel like it's not right and they should be the underdog, I'll just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But all right, well we can run through the card. And I think the first fight is Alan Carr. It's the rematch, right?
Yep.
So Moiz, I will let you kick this off. Do you have anything on this one? This is the rematch that everyone was just fucking clamoring for. But tell me what you think about it, if you don't mind.
First, I think Luciano is gonna. She already has a range, so most logical thing she will do is to stay on the outside and throw shots from there, avoid getting taken down. And for Talita, yeah, most likely just pace herself and most likely a unanimous decision for Luciano. I was thinking TKO, but if she gets too aggressive, then she'll get taken down. So most likely a decision for the favorite, Luciano. I was
Right
hoping
on.
for a third round. Maybe I'll play the third round in case, but most of these strawweight fights they end in decision and split decision. So I think she'll stay on the outside and jab her face up and use a little footwork, most likely. So yeah, there you go.
Right on. What do you think, Mick? I mean, this is just a stunning curtain jerker. So
Absolutely. I really couldn't. I pretty much echo all of his sentiments without being an echo chamber. I said it on Aaron's show in the comment section. I have a free bet that I put on Luciano for round 3 plus 1400. Not a great line, but I had to use it up or it was going to go away. So it was the one thing I thought on this card that, you know what, I would. This is something I guess I could see happening, and it's a decent enough line. I can use a free bet on it. But do I really want any action on this? Obviously not. You know, the first fight was a draw, right? So it was not a really. I think that lightning won't strike twice. You're not going to have her guess. I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe she will, but I think that she'll make adjustments to where she's going to pace herself, like you said. Probably won't have this aggressive first 2 rounds of chaos and then or work, and then her getting absolutely destroyed in the 3rd round, right? So
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see.
really.
dude, I literally I knew I wasn't going to bet it. Flip the coin. Said Alan Carr, but man, it's just the coin.
It's about as good a method as any, right? I mean, this is.
When I know if I know I'm not going to bet it and I don't care to like really think about it, and it kind of seems like a 50-50, that's just
Not be betting. I would say this: if you're such a degen, you have to have action on this. I would not be parlaying Luciano at that line. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, if you
Don't
have
bet
to,
it.
yeah, like it just. I don't know, man. It's dog or pass feels like, but I mean, I get people not like being confident in Alan Carr. It was a horrible look at the end of the first one, but I don't know, man. She might fight smarter and just a little bit trying to be a little bit more lethal. Actually, try and get the sub. I don't know, man. But I think I picked Alan Carr by decision, but I want nothing to do with that fucking shit. The next fight, I don't know, man. I kind of, Mick, I'll let you start this one out, but I just, yeah, go ahead.
I think Zalal's going to try and get a finish, but I think it's going to be harder than people think. He's going to win by decision. I do think he's the better fighter. I do think he's getting better. I really do. I know a lot of people think it was fool's gold the last time. I don't. I think that he was young when he got in the UFC. And it turns out that Damon Blackshear is a lot better than people thought too, right? That draw looked bad at the time. It's aged pretty well. He's gone on the regional scene. He's redefined himself. I think he got a little hungrier, obviously, and getting these finishes. And then he comes in and he gets a sub on Billy Q. Granted, Billy Q's 35 years old, so what do you take out of that? That's what you don't know. So for Aaron's, I think Aaron's he is durable, it seems, so far at least. But I don't watching him, I don't think he's more skilled than Zalal. I don't think he can. I think if he stays on the feet, Zalal might even have the advantage there. I don't know, but I would say this: if Zalal is keeping this to the feet, then that minus 400 or whatever is insane because that's a lot closer of a fight. So I think that Zalal's going to have to work for it, and as long as he doesn't gas out, it should be. I think he'll win that fight, but I would lean towards decision.
Are you doing anything with this one, boys?
I do believe Zalal will submit him round 2. Round 1, he'll soften him up. I don't believe Aaron's has the BJJ or the wrestling scrambling ability to do anything in this fight. I do believe he'll just lay on his back and try to play guard. You have a blue belt versus a black belt, so do the math. Round 2 submission. Zalal, remember the name, Muhammad.
Fucking, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm with you, boys. I agree with Mick that I do think that this version of Zalal is the real deal. I think he has truly leveled up. I think Billy Q is a pretty high level jobber, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I think he's like the way he just crushed him. Not many people have done that, even when they do beat Billy Q. Like, he just ran through him. He's like 27 or something. So, yeah, it's not that Aaron's is like a bad fighter. I think he's pretty tough. But I can see. I think I picked submission. I think I picked him by second or third round submission. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a decision. Like, Zalal definitely knows how to win a decision. If it gets hairy or something, and he just, I don't know. Like, I think he could easily just tune him up. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if it goes a distance. But yeah, I think it's Zalal all day here. And like, I mean, I got a parlay with Zalal in it, but I think he, like, people are saying like, yeah, it's chalky, and like, I get it, it is, but I mean, he was minus 250 at one point, so I think that's probably like the best. I mean, I don't know. I think he covers that. I think he even covers this. I just don't think Aaron's is really that dude that's gonna, do anything to him.
Fair enough. Yeah, I parlayed Zalal at minus 250 and at minus 275. Definitely wouldn't parlay him now, but I don't think he's going to lose this fight. I really don't.
I don't either. I just think he's tough. Like, he's like, I just don't think he's going to get sparked. I don't think Aaron's is like, this super fucking deadly dude. I don't know, man.
It's one of those weird situations, too. If you go back to, like I said, those rough run in the UFC, but that last fight against Blackshear, it didn't age the way I thought it would age at the time at all.
Right. Yeah, but I guess we can move on. So I'm on Denise. I know. I mean, this one kind of has. I don't know if it's like split right down the middle, but like Mills is on Williams. He actually parlayed Carl Williams, I think. But I know some people, are on both sides, so I'm really interested to hear what y'all like here. I'll start this one out, I guess. I'm obviously on Denise. He was the first bet I made. I bet him at plus 180. I think he knocks Carl Williams into the next fucking universe. But I mean, I guess if Carl Williams wins, it's probably just a lame ass decision. I don't know, man. I don't see like these dudes that have been finished multiple times. A couple of dudes that are like known quitters, like he just couldn't put them away. So I think it's a Williams decision if he wins. But honestly, it's like Denise is fucking huge at the weigh-ins. I think he's gonna spark this motherfucker. But interested to hear what y'all have to say. Who's going? Moiz.
Carl, remember the decision, Muhammad there. So
fuck you, dickhead. No, I'm just playing.
No, I think Denise will be worried too much about the takedowns. That will most likely lower his guard, and then it will open up head strikes, whether it be a head kick or a straight 1-2, and transition into a takedown, and most likely Denise won't get up. So how is he gonna get up? If he gets up, he's gonna use too much energy. So.
I mean, Justin Toff is a pretty horrific grappler, and he fucking got up no problem. So.
Yeah, he has strong hips, but if you saw the fight versus Osney, he just laid there. So.
Well,
actually, there's a higher probability of Carl getting the finish here. You can slice him up with a elbow, and doctor stoppage might come into play. So,
well, I think you're full of shit, and I fucking hate you, but I respect it, I guess. Mick, what do you think about this fight?
This is the type of fight I don't like to bet because I think whoever's going to win this fight is going to look minus 500 or better. I think that if Carl Williams gets his wrestling going, it's just going to be stupid. And if Denise knocks him out, it's knocks him out. And there's so much incomplete information. How does Denise handle this? How does Williams handle power? Like Williams hasn't really faced anyone that's like crazy with power yet. Not in my opinion.
He hasn't, and like, dude.
But Denise, I haven't seen him face anyone yet that's like a crazy pressure guy. So with all that said, I've got some action on the Zhang Li, which includes Denise, and that's where I'm going with it because I really don't feel comfortable with either side. I guess if I had to pick one side, I'd pick Williams just because I feel like the wrestling would be something he could lean on, whereas the other guy just wants to throw. Dude, it's dog or pass though. So yeah, if you had to make a bet, I guess you just take the dog money. But I just don't want any action on it. I just don't. There's just so much incomplete information.
It's the apex. It's a small octagon, so it favors Williams.
Well, sometimes, but it also that goes two ways. There's no side of that coin where it's like the wrestler can't really get away from the striker, and the strike. I can see like what Zach said. I can see a flying knee. I can see an uppercut. Denise has a really nasty uppercut. Carl Williams, like, yeah, he's a good wrestler, but dude, he stands and trades with these guys, and yeah, you can do that against like jobbers like Sherman and Bresky, like, dude. But if he fights Denise anything like that, he is getting his fucking lights turned out, and I think he's getting starched anyway, man. Like, I think yeah, he might get a takedown or so, but like, I'm not worried about Denise getting finished because Williams can't even fucking finish his lunch, dude. He can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag, and he just seems like he's just scared to finish people. So, like, yeah, I think Denise is going to have plenty of opportunities, and I think he's going to turn this motherfucker's lights out. So let's go, Denise. But what's up, Joey? I see you in there, Bubba. Yeah, man. So we're split on this one, 2-1. But this should be a good fight, man. This is probably like feels like kind of like a people's co-main event or people's main event. I don't fucking know. But anyways, man, smash the like button and we'll move on. Char Lampos, Gregorio versus Kazama, Stubborn Mick, if you don't mind, my dude.
Sure, Lampos for round 1 KO. This Kazama guy's a fraud. Not that Gregorio's was that great anyways, but yeah, that's what's going to happen.
God, don't tell me that, General. Moiz, what do you think about this one?
It actually might be the fucking carousel fight of the night because yeah, I'll explain why. This guy for Cyprus, if he doesn't finish him inside 10 minutes, throwing a lot of strikes and trying to finish him, he's open for getting finished himself in round 3 or get 10-8'd. So I had bet and Helliger round 3 last time, but I don't know. He wasn't interested in finishing him, so it is what it is. But this is a very low-level fight, and I do believe I do. Yeah.
You have to, man.
It's very binary. It's either round 1 for Christos Gregorios and or it might end up in a draw or a third round finish for Kazama. Kazama-san.
I can see that. I can see Kazama slipping under a fucking like big punch and like sneaking around to his back. He is kind of like a spider monkey with the jiu-jitsu, so yeah. I could see that. What do you think, Mick?
Wait, I just went. I said he's going to get knocked out.
Yeah. It went so fast, I forgot it happened. No, I do remember that now. I tend to agree with you, Mick. But I can see, like I said, I could see Kazama getting sneaky here. That kind of like could be kind of Weston Wilson, Jekka maybe. But we'll see.
I don't think he's Jekka bad. Come on now.
Yeah, I couldn't resist throwing that name out there. But Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those, man. Like Kazama's going to get starched, or he's going to find the fucking back and get a submission. But that one is probably going to be violent. I don't think that one is going the distance. So what is the next fight? God, this is a shitty ass card. Horrific. Okay, it's Carol Hosa and Pani Kianzad. I'll go first here. No, pass. Give me Carol Hosa. I think she is in the Zhang Li, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. I believe she is. Yes, she is the third leg of the Zhang Li. So that's the only action I have, but no bets besides that. I think she wins, but I'm just not a big Carol Hosa believer. I just think Pani is a little bit more like, I don't know, man. I just see Hosa just like having the big moments and like winning the rounds and winning a decision. But Moiz, what do you think about this one?
No, easy. Carol Rosa by sub. It's the most logical play and the most easiest path to victory for Carol Rosa. She has great double legs, and yeah, she'll find the submission. It's not like Pani was fighting Macy Chiasan's hands last time, so it is what it is. Pani, like I told you, you guys in the chat on Twitter, she only has one knee. She hasn't had a reconstructive surgery on her ACL, so that's why she's been taking down so easy lately and just been held down. She has a huge handicap, so don't be surprised. Gets her down, land some elbows, set up the arm triangle, and finish her round 2.
Talk to me, Mick. What's the action?
Yeah, so I actually tailed Moiz midweek as we were talking with him, and I kind of like the. I didn't take round 2 or anything like that. But there was a 50 plus 1,500 for a sub out there for Hosa. I mean, why not, right? Plus 1,500? Come on. What do I think actually happens? Probably a decision, but I just think that's enough of a line where I can take a sprinkle. And then I do have her parlayed in a couple things, but I think she's going to win this fight. The only thing I worry about with her, and I think the line kind of reflects that, is that she should absolutely mop the floor with this girl, but her IQ is not always the best. And that's the only thing that I kind of worry about.
It's not, man. Her defense isn't really either. She doesn't move her head. Like she's a good like hammer. She's just not a great nail. But Pani is just someone that I don't really fucking believe in. But what's up, Justin? What's up, Jimmy? I see y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Cheers. Fucking drink a cold one for me. I will take a bong rip for y'all because I know you can't. I know there's plenty of places that are legal, but you cannot smoke indoors in the United States in a public place, which still kind of sucks. But cheers. Got a little lemon splash today. But yeah, that will do it for this fucking Dookie fight. I kind of wanted to like flip the coin, but I just can't. I can't risk picking Pani, man. I don't know.
The coin deserves better.
But she ain't the fucking one. All right, God, is this fight even gonna happen? Like, should this fight happen? Like, what? Whoever wants to go first can. Dude, this is that way missing.
I regrettably have a unit on Chandler. I took it early when she was dog money, and then I saw a bunch of other cappers I won't name on her, and then I really didn't like that. Then I saw the weigh-ins, and I really didn't like that. So, yeah. I'll go with Chandler because I'll stick to it, but it'll be reluctant, and I don't feel great about it.
Yeah. Moiz, what I mean is Yana gonna kill her? Is Chandler does Chandler now have an unfair advantage? Like, what's going on here?
After weight miss, I have to side with Santos. Because the weight miss was 5-6 pounds, so it just means she isn't prepared. Something must have happened, maybe an injury or something. So I have to pick the athlete who is ready and has better UFC experience, So Santos by decision, maybe I'll fall asleep. Who knows? But Chandler is game. She got us Diaz style, but yeah, she ain't Diaz. So neither is her sister. So yeah, her sister is more like Diaz. She'll take a lot of damage round one, and her opponent gets tired, and she takes over. So
right, about the only thing she has is like the attitude and the way she stands at the fucking stare downs.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's not that great of a boxer. Like she's kind of just like gets her ass whooped. I guess she's kind of tough, but like, and I'll give her like Norma does hit pretty hard, but like, yeah. I mean, I picked Chelsea, and this is the only reason that I haven't like. I'm still picking her is because like I do horrible when I switch my picks. Just like historically, it is really, really fucking bad. So like, I know that's like a fucking lame reason to not do it, but like that's why I'm not doing it, man. I'm just gonna stick with Chandler. Like, I think because she missed weight, I'll say she's like more desperate and she actually does like get the fucking takedowns and like does lay some ground. I mean, she does have really fucking heavy ground and pound. Yana can fucking like sit there and play off her back sometimes. So yeah, and she's not the best nail. So I think this is gonna be a fight where like whoever the better nail is will prevail. The nail will prevail. I mean, the better hammer rather. So like, and you're like, yeah, I guess whoever the better nail is, whoever's less fragile and can do the fucking hammer. And so yeah, give me Chandler, but I don't fucking know, man. I just fucking I don't know. It's weird that it's still going on if she missed so bad. Credit to Yana for taking the fight, but I just don't want fucking. I've got to know. Like, I think Chandler
and
is
calling her a fat ass.
Dude, Chandler is she's in my Hail Mary, so there's that.
If they'd canceled this fight, the quality of the card would have been substantially better if you think about it, with 9 fights and fast pacing.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hopefully. Sometimes they drag that shit out, but yeah, hopefully if it does cancel or they do scrap it, they'll fucking speed things along. But like I said, I got her in my fucking Hail Mary, and shout out to Joey. He was in here a little earlier. He's Chandler is his planted flag fighter, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was sweating it a little bit. I don't know, man. I'm not someone that's like the weigh-ins are everything, but like it never feels good when you're like your fighter misses by that much and they just don't look that great. So yeah, I'm a little sketched out about myself, but yeah, best of luck, everybody. We can move on though. It's just so fucking weird. But yeah, I agree with you, Moiz. She must have had something happen. Next fight is another really, really short notice, like cobbled together fight. Chris Gutierrez and Quang Lee. Moiz. What's gonna happen here?
Gutierrez leg kick KO round 3. This is a huge step up for Quang Lee. He comes from LFA. There's certain fighters from LFA, Cage Fury, UAE Warriors, Cage Warriors, where they are given favorable matchups and good matchups, so they can build up a nice resume and offer them to UFC. And Quang Lee is one of those guys. So no, I don't believe in Good Morning Vietnam. So it is what it is. Fuck them.
What do you think, Mick? Is Gutierrez gonna fucking leg kick the shit out of him?
Well, first of all, great Robin Williams reference there. I already took immediately when the lines dropped. Sorry, I'm working on something. I took Gutierrez. Well, you can get a better line now for plus 200 by KO. I think Quang Lee is terrible. I think he's been lucky to get a couple of wins that he's gotten. There's a reason he's 32 years old making his debut. I think that Aaron Tao guy that's a fucking savage maniac, not very good, but he probably thumps him on the Contender Series. And honestly, Quang Lee sucks. So yeah, give me Goody.
Man, that's a great number on that knockout. Plus 200, you say?
Yeah, but you can get plus 225 on Bet Rivers, I believe. I don't know, but yeah, I took the plus 200 that I got on Bet Online at the time.
I mean, I can see it, man. I can see a leg kick TKO followed by and just follow up because he can't fucking stand.
I can see a lot of different KOs. He's been touched before, but not knocked out completely.
Yeah, I agree with you. Level competition. It's just a levels fight in general. Like, yeah, I mean, the dude he has a pretty good record, but it's like just not against the level of competition that Gutierrez is or that he's faced. So yeah, I think Gutierrez mops him up. I actually like when I was making parlays and stuff and went to make a parlay, I couldn't even get like props on Gutierrez, and I didn't want to lay all the chalk, so I just passed. But it's Gutierrez, probably Gutierrez knockout. To get that at plus money, it feels almost like almost too good to be true. But we can press forward, I reckon. Next is the Coco, yet another cobbled together. I can't even. Who is Danny Barlow supposed to fight before Veretennikov?
Medic.
Medic, that's right. Uros Medic. So we get Barlow versus Nikolai Veretennikov. Whoever wants to kick this one off can. Barlow is in a parlay for me. I think Barlow starches him, but y'all go ahead, man.
Pass.
Mick, what do you think? Are you
okay? Yeah, that was Well, he's in my profile pick this week. I think he's going to win, and I think he's going to show some big improvements from the first fight. I think Josh Quinlan showed a lot of toughness, but I think ultimately he's going to find the death touch. Mano izquierda a las Dios, and it's over. So left-handed guy, brother. I think that's
a la verga. A la verga.
A la verga. You and your fucking a la verga.
I got probation, man. I got probation.
That's my favorite Alex line ever. You and your fucking crew a la verga. Pendejo.
Man, shout out to the general. Shout out to everybody in the chat, dude. The general, dude. The one and only. Yeah, I like what I saw from Veretennikov. It's just Barlow, it hits really fucking hard. He's really fast. And he's fucking tough too, man. And yeah, Quinlan is fucking tough, and he beat the fucking shit out of him. So I don't know if Veretennikov can take all that. His defense is not super great. But yeah, I think he keeps Barlow honest in the first round, and I think Danny fucking puts the left hand on him and gives him the fucking touch of the Almighty and gets a second round knockout. Appreciate it, Alex. Yeah, a la verga. A la verga, puto. So co-main. Now, this is another one where, like, should this fight fucking happen? Like, Chepe looked like he was about to fucking die, dude. Like, I don't know how this is still going on. I don't know what the fuck happened. Chepe versus Jackson. I'm picking Chepe again, man. I'm picking Chepe for the first time, I should say. So if he doesn't win, like if he loses, I'm just never picking Chepe fights again. I'll just leave it blank. I don't fucking care. Like I've tried to fade the dude 3 fucking times, and I ate shit. Like went 0-3. I'm picking him now. If he loses, like I'm not gonna do it anymore. But yeah, I think Chepe's gonna hurt Jackson at some point. I don't know if he knocks him out, but yeah, give me Mariscal to win a decision, but I'm definitely not confident about it. I definitely would not bet Chepe at this point myself. I'm just gonna pass. But yeah, I don't know, man. Jackson, he's another dude where it's like I don't always get Damon Jackson fights right, so it's kind of one of those where I'm definitely glad I didn't bet it. But yeah, give me Chepe here. He better fucking win, or I'm just gonna boycott that motherfucker.
I took this one. Fight goes to split decision for plus 425. I think this has all the makings of a split decision, as long as nobody gets cracked. And I don't think anyone's going to die in this fight for some reason. I just don't. I think it's going to be greasy. I think it's going to be retarded. It's going to be a Chepe Mariscal versus DJ fight, and so that's my action.
I got Jackson by decision, 2 rounds with wrestling, and last round he has to survive. So hopefully it isn't a 10-8 for Chepe. So I'll regret not betting the draw here. So it has the making of a draw. So it's not the first time Damon has been hurt in round 3. He was hurt in round 3 by Rosa from bottom. And he was knocked down by Hernandez in round 3 last time. So he gets sloppy round 3. So maybe there's a lot of options there. Chepe round 3, Chepe at 10-8. So most likely a Jackson decision. But yeah. Look out for a draw or a round 3 finish for Chepe.
I love it, boys. I can see any of those. Split for Chepe, split decision. That's split for plus 425 is nasty. So yeah, I wouldn't hate a Chepe split decision just for my pick, but yeah, and that's kind of why I like don't want to bet Jackson. Like he's a super live dog. He's fought the better brand of competition. He's a better grappler. He like has like some knockouts on the feet and some like knockdowns, but like he just doesn't have a good chin, dude. And like you said, he's sloppy. Like his defense is really fucking bad, and he just can't take a big punch. And Chepe swings like a fucking fool sometimes. So yeah, that's why I just kind of wanted to stay the fuck away. This is truly indicative of the state of 2024 and of the UFC in 2024 that this motherfucker is the co-main event. Like this is an insane co-main event, and not in a good way. It's just wild that this is gonna bring us into the fucking the main event of the evening. I actually, as shitty as this card is, this fight I guess is okay on paper. Like I'm trying to fucking polish a turd here. It's like it's another like rematch that's like, okay, I guess like here we go again for some reason, Tybura and Spivak. But yeah, give me Sergey here. He's anchoring my he's anchoring my Locker Room Talk podcast parlay this week for plus 168, I believe is the number I got on it. But yeah, I don't know. It truly is. This one for me, I feel like comes down to youth and speed, and I think Spivak's going to be the better striker. I just don't think it's going down like it did last time. But would it stun me if Tybura won? No, but I just think Spivak being much younger and he's a little bit lighter, I think he's going to have a little bit better striking and just kind of win a decision. Maybe get him out of there, but I don't know, man. What do y'all think?
I have Tybura by decision.
Moiz, you fucking beast.
I don't think. I mean, Sergey. Yeah, he's Finnish. He's a Finnish. He relies on the finish in round 1 and 2. Even went one judge scored the Felipe fight as a draw, so he's not a good minute winner if he overexerts his energy. So Tybura is better kickboxer in the way. And I think this is going to be a boring fight. Not much happening. And Spivak got knocked out his last fight, so he'll be more careful this time around, at least the first round. So as you know, most finishes happens in round 1, so it will go all the 5 rounds. So Tybura by decision. You can just haul him against the fence 1 round, and it's gonna be ugly. Hopefully, I will by then I've gone to sleep. Yeah.
Well, good. I hope you're sleeping when fucking Spivak wins. No, I was playing. Mick, before you go, real quick, I just want to shout out.
I got it before you.
Well, it's no sweat. No, it's all good. By the time I fucking realized too, it was like 10 minutes before, and I didn't want to fucking like press you into that. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I fucking forgot to. So, no big deal. Great to see you, Bobo. But yeah, Mick, what do you think about this fucking incredible rematch that I know you're just fucking can't wait?
We talked about it in that one chat of yours the other day. Like, honestly, anyone can win this fight. Obviously, it's a pretty. I think it's a pretty close fight. But I would like this fight so much more for your boy if this was a 3-round fight. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't like the durability of Spivak later on. I just don't. I don't like how he just makes me sick. Not saying that Marcin Tybura obviously is some fucking tank that can't be crushed. I just think that he's going to have to get him out early, like he said, Moiz said. And I don't like the way he reacts to getting hit sometimes. I don't like the way he reacts to just adversity in general. So probably a fight. You probably don't want to do what I did and put 2 units on Tybura. But I think it's a dog or pass fight. And if Spivak was the dog that Tybura is now, I definitely would give him a look too. So that's just where I'm at. But I completely see where you're coming from.
I get, and that's why it's like, to me, Tybura almost feels like the value trap this week, because he was
He might be.
Because he was like he won the first fight and now he's the underdog. People are like, oh, that shouldn't be. And that seems like a lot of like, now I'm not saying you, but like I've heard quite a few people say that it's like, oh, well, he shouldn't be the underdog here. And like, I understand that too, but it's also like, I think that, and to your point, like Spivak doesn't like getting hit, but like, look at who he's getting cracked by. Like,
dude, no doubt about that.
Harris, but dude, you can say the same thing about Tybura. Like, dude, you got fucking smoked by Augusto Sakai. That is a horrible look. Tybura does not like fucking get hit. And Spivak was getting the better of the striking in the first fight. So, like, I think if it's standing, I think Tybura is going to get tuned up. But, like, Spivak's a little bit lighter. But, I think Tybura is probably the better sub-grappler. Like, if Tybura ends up on top of him, I think he'll probably, like, be a little bit more aggressive and try and maybe go for the finish. But, like, another thing is Tybura is not some fucking, like, cardio king. I've seen that motherfucker slow down plenty. And, like, he's 38. Thought he looked like a tub of shit on the scale. So, yeah, let's go Sergey Spivak. But
I like the biggest thing I say, though, about the age, it just doesn't apply the same in the heavier weight classes to me.
It doesn't always, but, like, it's still a little bit. Tybura is not.
Sure.
Tybura is not. But Mick, a lot of what it applies to is power. And Tybura has never really had that.
Well, and I'll also give you this. Sergey Spivak, since they fought, has grown as a fighter more than Tybura has because of their age. Like, it's natural.
Definitely.
There's no doubt about that. I'll give you that for sure. It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight for either fighter for sure. Well, I mean, but that's just where I'm at. And I took hindsight. This is on you this week. I'm getting negative CLV all over. These fucking cappers that shouldn't be cappers are out there. Oh, Tybura! And I'm like, no, why you of all people? Why you? Go die. Go somewhere and die. And then here I am.
What's the cursed man's picks this week? Hold on a second, bro. Picks.
Dude, there's gonna be a lot of curses being canceled out. It's gonna be a fucking like out the curses bouncing off shields and shit.
Yeah. Let me check. He's on yes. He's on Chepe, 4 units.
Oh my god.
Yes.
4 units on Chepe,
Jamin
Jackson. I'll give him this. That's balls, man. Jesus Christ. 4 units on Chepe is fucking ballsy.
Yeah.
That's balls.
So I'm gonna place 4 units on Damon Jackson. Thank you, cursed man.
Thanks for playing, boys. Holy shit. God.
That's a lot of money on that fight. How could you put 4 units on that fight either way? Oh my God.
Dude, I remember seeing that. That's his like one bet. It's like a 2-leg parlay. And that he God.
Yeah. This is way too much money for that fight.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope people win money though. I don't wish people to lose money ever. That's not good.
No, me neither. So like
cursed
like,
is cursed, cursed male.
We'll see, but man, yeah, it's like for example, me and Mick are on different sides of the main event, but one of us is probably gonna make money on it. So like, it's all good.
Yeah, man, I'm not mad about that. There's more action on other fights. It'll all be good.
Totally, and like and this is just how I bet. Everyone bets differently, but like I make sure no matter what that even if I lose everything, I bet and I, what is it? I have enough unit management where it's like it's all good. So and I think that I'm gonna have a good night and got a few spots, but like it's not a card that I want to get crazy with at all, and I like what I have so far.
What's great about you too is, unbeknownst to you, I think you end up fucking hedging anyways with the Zhang Li half the time. It's so funny.
It's dude, that's why I love that fucking play, man. Because like a lot of times like Aaron and I are
I had a shitty night, but the Zhang Li hit.
Dude, it's like I lost everything, but that Zhang Li fucking hit and saved my day.
Oh, I made everything.
Dude, it's great.
It is great.
So I think we can start wrapping it up, boys. I mean, that's what else can you say about this fucking card? Like we covered the whole fucking thing. So I guess we'll fucking go around the horn. Mick, any final words or
God bless you for a great channel. Sorry, I'm busy taking this part. I'm so happy that Moiz brought the NWA straight out of Compton. Some people think that was just a movie. No, that was a great album. That was awesome. That was a great one. I didn't see that coming today, so that was great. I haven't seen anything on my timeline about that album, but 36 years is pretty remarkable considering I'm 40 years old now. I was 4 years old when that came out. I can't even believe that album's that old now. But anyways, I'm happy to see you're growing on your show. Good luck with your Pub Sports Radio tonight, or maybe I check in if I have time. And appreciate God bless you both, man, and everybody. Good luck on your bets.
You too, brother. God bless.
All right.
Just to answer Nick, if you're gonna bet the draw, it was Kazama and Jackson. Those two.
Yep, and the carousel fight is that one, Kazama and Jackson.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Kazama and Gregorio. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's because you might actually see the Gregorius guy go full retard trying to finish him. So yeah. So
well, Moiz, thank you so much, and Mick, thank you as well.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another quick pick video. Oh, wrong channel.
Yeah, and shout out to King of Crackdown, man. He does have a very memorable intro. So yeah, man, Mick, thank you again. Moiz, y'all are the shit. Great episode. Awesome album anniversary. And yeah, that will just about do it for the pregame, boys. I'm going to get my shit together real quick, and then I'm going to head on over to Pub Sports Radio, and I will be calling the fights, cashing some bets, hopefully. So, man, I hope to see y'all there. And yeah, if you haven't already, smash the like button. Definitely helps my channel out a lot. And yeah, we almost hit 10. For some reason now, they won't let me broadcast on Twitter or X unless I have some kind of fucking premium account. Like, I'm not surprised, but it's also very so yeah, unfortunately, back to just YouTube broadcasting, but whatever, man. I appreciate everyone that did come through. Smash the like button. Tune into all the shit that I said. Aaron the dog. Check out the Locker Room Talk podcast every Tuesday night at 11. Sign up for the contest. I just did that not too long ago. And yeah, man, looking to make it another good week. My greasy little slate one more time. Denise, let's fucking go. Knock that fucking Decisionator to fucking Neptune. The Locker Room Talk podcast parlay this week is as follows for me. That tailed the Zhang Li. There's my Hail Mary. And that will just about do it, gentlemen. Thanks again, y'all are the shit. Hope to see y'all at the pub. And I hope that you have a great weekend. And I hope that you get your predictions right. And I hope you cash all of your bets. And I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it in your stomach. I will buy.